Hello there. This is Psy'Min, hypnotist extraordinaire of the internet. Welcome, my little hypno junkies, to the next hypnosis session. This time we're going to be focusing again on feeling better, self-esteem, stuff like that. And it's always good to come at things from different angles, to do things in different ways, so that your subconscious isn't getting bored, so that it's able to just take on the suggestions in whatever way is best and most positive and most powerful for you. As you sit back, relax, and close your eyes, as I'm talking, just taking a minute whenever you're ready to let yourself be in the moment, just focusing, being present, nothing else you need to do right now, nothing else anybody needs from you. Now is just your time to focus on you. As you breathe, as you listen to my voice, just focusing on your breath. And as you've done in the past, because it is a learned skill, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. The easier it is, the better it feels. Just fully connecting with that breath, feeling the air as it comes in and as it goes out. Feeling that gentle, steady, rhythmic rise and fall of your chest, just breathing in relaxation. And exhaling tension and worry with every breath you take. And as you breathe, as you listen to my voice, now shifting your attention, shifting your focus, just focusing all of your attention just for now, just on my voice. And as you focus on my voice, imagining that it's as if you could forget about everything but my voice for now. Again, just forgetting about the past, you can forget about the future, forget about any cares, thoughts, worries, concerns. The more you focus on my voice, almost as if you don't have any attention left for anything else. As you focus on my voice, almost focusing like a laser, the more you focus on my voice, there's going to be sounds around you. But all those sounds around you, they don't bother or distract you. They just seem to help you to focus. They just seem to encourage you to relax, to go inside, to let go. And just like the sounds around you, there's going to be that internal chatter. There's going to be thoughts trying to spring to mind. Stuff trying to go on in your head. But just like the sounds around you, I don't want you to be bothered or distracted by those thoughts. I don't want you to try to quiet them. I don't want you to be frustrated by them. All I want you to do is, as you become aware of them, you can just let them pass. As those thoughts come up immediately, instantly, you can simply let them go. You just keep bringing your attention back to my voice. You just keep bringing your focus back to my words. And over time, those thoughts, they can just get quieter and quieter. More and more still. You don't need them right now. You can listen to them later. They're not going anywhere unless you want them to. But as you focus on my voice, the more you focus on my words, you notice, you don't think about it, but you notice that there is that sense of strength, of self-control, of empowerment that comes from being in the moment. There's a feeling as if you could just do anything that you put that amazingly powerful subconscious mind to. And as you focus on my voice, just letting yourself be open to new thoughts and ideas, receptive to other ways of thinking. And one thing I want you to really think about today is, there's one big thing that kind of hurts us all as far as our self-esteem and our focus and the way we think about ourselves. That whole idea of just comparing ourselves to others, especially if you're doing something. Like if you're an entrepreneur running a business, or maybe you run some sort of, YouTube channel, or you're a performer in some other way, or just something that you do in some area where you're learning and growing. And a lot of people that do that, they'll claim to be affected by something they call Imposter Syndrome, wondering if they're as good as everyone else, or maybe if they're really fooling themselves into thinking they're as good as they think. And I just want you to open the idea. There's an old saying, and I forget off the top of my head who said it, but there's this whole idea that comparison is the thief of joy. And the reason that is because you can't really compare yourself to other people and not come away with a negative impression, no matter who it is or what it is. It doesn't matter. When you compare yourself to other people, you know you better than you know anyone else. And when you compare yourself to others, all you're doing is comparing all the things that you know about yourself with all the things that you merely see, that they let you see in the other person. You're comparing your behind the scenes with everybody else's highlight reel. And just recognizing that, there's no way to do that without making yourself miserable, without putting yourself under pressure. So instead, as you focus on my voice, I want you to just go inside and just decide from today and on. Maybe it's not going to be easy. Maybe it's going to require conscious effort at first, but from now on, the only person you compare yourself to is the way you used to be. The only thing you compare yourself to now is who you were yesterday. You don't worry about other people who are dealing with other circumstances, who come from other backgrounds, who have different opportunities or obstacles or all sorts of other things. You recognize that there's no reason to compare yourself to anyone else, because it's just never going to be a fair comparison. Instead, you compare yourself to who you were yesterday. What have you been doing? What have you been learning? What have you been reading? What have you been doing to get out of your comfort zone? How have you been growing? What are you doing today that's good, that you didn't used to do? What did you used to do that wasn't good, that you're no longer doing now? What are you becoming more and more aware of? See, I know that you have the same amazingly powerful subconscious mind as everybody else. So I know that you can do better. I know that you are a wonderful, special, amazing, valuable person. And you know that it's easy to doubt that. It's easy if you really wanted to say but, and then compare yourself to other people and say, I'm not like this person. I'm not seeing the success that person is seeing. I'm not where I should be in life as much as my friends are, or other things that just don't even matter. I once had a client come into my office years ago, and I always remembered her because she was complaining about how depressed she was, and she was literally coming to me for anxiety and stress and depression, and a lot of it was just stemming from the fact that she was in her 30s and she wasn't married and she didn't even have a home and all this other stuff. And I was listening to this woman, and you know what? My life was not that different from hers. Most of the claims she was making, I could make too, but I didn't care. Why would I bother? It didn't matter to me. And so whatever it is that's going on in your life, I want you to just take a step back and just really evaluate. Is it bad? Are you doing pretty okay? I know you're doing better than you think you are. Maybe it's all right that you're just not doing certain things. Maybe there are times when you notice that, maybe everyone else is doing something and you just decided not to give in to the peer pressure, and you're wondering about whether or not you should. And I want you to realize, what? You're probably doing okay. You're probably doing better than you think you are. If you look at things going on, maybe the stats for your age or your industry or whatever demographic you're in, or the progress you're making, maybe just kind of thinking about that. And if you feel like you could be doing better in those areas, you know what? We could all be doing better, so just go and do better. Go and improve. Go and learn. Go and get stronger. Go and be better in some area. You have that amazingly powerful subconscious mind as much as anyone else does, so just do your best to be better than the person you were yesterday. Think about where you want to be and focus on that and move toward it. It's not a race. It's a journey. It's an opportunity to grow at whatever pace and speed feels right to you. Some people are going to excel in areas where you might struggle, but you know what? I guarantee you excel in certain things that other people have a lot of trouble with. And it's all about just growing with your talents and your skills and your gifts. Don't compare yourself to others. Just recognize that you are wonderful and awesome and amazing, and maybe you don't even know how yet, but you will. And just being honest with yourself, loving yourself unconditionally, accepting yourself unconditionally. Comparison is the thief of joy, so don't compare yourself to others. Just focus on you. It doesn't make you selfish. It makes you smart. And just letting everything I've been saying, letting everything you've been imagining, letting it all sink in, letting it all be accepted, all be absorbed in whatever way is best and most positive and most powerful for you as you let yourself just sleep. Just sleep. That's right. And in a moment, I'm going to count the numbers 1 to 5, and as I do, coming all the way back up to the room, bringing those positive changes with you. Feeling better and better as I count the numbers 1 to 5, leaving the negative stuff behind for good. And you know what? Maybe it takes a few listens to this recording to get better and better at being in that positive mindset. Maybe it takes time in order for it to feel more and more natural. But you let yourself feel that way positively, mindfully, aware of those negative thoughts and just letting them go more and more. And I know you can. As I count the numbers 1 to 5, starting with the number 1, energy starting to come back into your body. 2, still feeling relaxed and calm and peaceful, but at the same time feeling energized and recharged and ready to go. 3, feeling like you've had a wonderful nap. 4, feeling as if your entire body's been washed and refreshed and bathed in a crystal clear stream of water. Take a deep breath in, energy-giving oxygen filling up your lungs, and 5, eyes open, wide awake, wide awake.